In the silence of the steppe night, there was a sound that could make even the most proud predator's hearts skip a beat. It wasn't the majestic roar of a king, but a series of shrill, maniacal giggles emanating from the darkness. The spotted hyena needed no elegant camouflage, nor the appearance of a king. It embodied the ruthless pragmatism of nature. When the moon rose, the looming shadows with their high shoulders began to form their ranks. They didn't hunt by chance. They hunted with a perfect plan orchestrated by the most cunning minds. In this wilderness, the hyena's laughter was the elegy heralding the beginning of a deadly reign. Nestled beneath the sub-Saharan bush, the kingdom of spotted hyenas operates under a unique rule: absolute matriarchy. The alpha female, with her superior size, extreme ferocity, and concentrated levels of male hormones, holds absolute power. In the hyena world, weakness means death. From birth, cubs must engage in a life-or-death battle with their own siblings for dominance. This brutal selection process from infancy produces some of the most tenacious warriors on the planet. Behind their somewhat clumsy appearance, with their hunched backs and limping gait, lies a perfectly functioning biological machine. Spotted hyenas possess hearts 3 times larger than those of similarly sized predators, allowing them to sustain relentless chases for tens of kilometers without tiring. But the ultimate weapon, the very thing that defines the hyena's terror, is its jaws with a biting force of up to 1,100 pounds per square inches, almost double that of a lion. Easily crushing meat, they devour entire skeletons. On the barren open ground of Kruger National Park, a family of warthogs was digging for roots. Warthogs are gruff lumberjacks, ready to butt their sharp tusks into anything in their path. They spotted 2 spotted hyenas lurking nearby. The alpha male warthog immediately charged, lowering its head like a living arrow towards its attackers. The hyenas didn't panic, but instead retreated cautiously, maintaining a safe distance from the warthog's tusks. Realizing the disadvantage, the 2 hyenas didn't attack, but wisely chose to retreat, waiting for another opportunity. The confrontation between these 2 survival instincts ended quietly, but left a lesson. In the wilderness, the victor needs not only strength, but also wisdom to survive in the harsh environment of nature. Dawn descends upon the sub-Saharan region, painting the wild grasslands of Kenya and Tanzania golden. This is the territory of the honey badger, nicknamed the madman of nature's most reckless. Possessing a compact yet muscular build, thick, loose skin like an impenetrable suit of armor, and sharp claws, the honey badger is a fearless, stubborn creature. They often choose to live in deep underground burrows as their defensive fortress and resting place. But this very confidence and solitude in their familiar environment sometimes creates a deadly vulnerability. From afar, in the burnt grass, the eyes of a pack of spotted hyenas locked onto their target. As the honey badger lowered its head to search for food and lost its vigilance, the distance was reduced to just a few dozen feet. Forward. Startled, the honey badger was unleashed and a breathtaking chase ensued. Cornered, the honey badger snarled furiously, turning back to bare its fangs in an attempt to intimidate and shake off its pursuers. But the cunning hyenas remained close like shadows, coordinating their movements. A controlled, locking bite followed. The honey badger's resistance weakened and faded under the encirclement of the ruthless hunters. The confrontation ended, reaffirming a harsh truth. On this land, carelessness meant imminent death. Wildebeest are the great travelers of Africa. They are the track and field athletes of the savannah. With their long strides and dizzying acceleration, they can easily leave their rivals far behind. Following a large herd is their safety. But when an individual falls behind, it immediately becomes a target for predators. Recognizing a wildebeest showing signs of exhaustion, the hyena pack begins its conveyor belt tactic. Two hyenas lead the pack, forcing the prey to run at full speed. When these two begin to tire, two more in the pack take their place, maintaining tremendous pressure and giving the prey no chance to rest. When its endurance reaches its limit, the wildebeest collapses. The hyena pack immediately rushes in to finish it off, giving its opponent no chance to resist. When a large animal falls, the sky immediately belongs to the vultures. Dozens, even hundreds of bald vultures swoop down like a dark cloud, using their hooked beaks to tear apart the carcass of their prey, creating a chaotic scene filled with screeching, snotty cries. That's when the hyenas appear to restore order. Spotted hyena charged straight into the middle of that dark cloud. It gnawed, devoured, and chased away the greedy giant birds. Vultures, relying on their numbers and wide wings, repeatedly struck the hyena's face, even pecking at its eyes to secure their meal. Ignoring the pecking, it used its heavy body to sweep through, biting off the wing of a slow vulture as a warning. The chaotic crowd immediately The battlefield belonged to the one with the strongest jaws. This is the deepest, most profound blood feud in the natural world. Lions and spotted hyenas share the same food chain and territory. Lions rely on overwhelming strength, but hyenas have the advantage of numbers and recklessness. If leopards are masters of stealth and climbing, then spotted hyenas are the persistent shadow stalkers on the ground. Hyenas frequently follow leopards, waiting for the moment the leopard is off guard after hunting to steal its prey. A leopard had just brought down a wild boar. Immediately, a spotted hyena appeared from nowhere, surrounding the prey. The leopard snarled, bristling its fur and showing its sharp teeth in a threatening manner. But the hyena was not afraid, slowly approaching and closing the circle. Understanding that it could not defeat the bone below, the hyena looked up, barking regretfully but powerless against the feline's spatial ability. Spotted hyenas don't need a fancy name, nor do they need human praise. With a cool, calculating mind, an innately resilient body, and an unyielding pack spirit, they overcome prejudice to become one of the most formidable and successful forces on the planet. Survival, ultimately, doesn't belong to the strongest or the fastest, but to those who are united and most pragmatic in every moment.